Hey, kid! If you're here to challenge me, book an appointment first! Traveler!
Toltec has updated.
Sure thing! Here's the stuff.
I see. Yes.
Got it!
Please come with me. Take a look at this. It's a woven scroll.
Ooh!
The person depicted is the legendary shaman, Huitzilin. She was especially skilled in the art of... This scroll is a record of her deeds, and was most likely the work of her own hand. Sadly, since she passed away, all of... That's a good way of putting it.
Now Paimon's getting it.
Bring out the samples. Now, as I mentioned, the dyeing process is a little complicated, but I am confident the pattern has already been sketched out on the sample. So, you just need to dye each block with the correct color. But you'll need to wait for the dye to fully soak. Ha ha ha! Good! The dye has taken to the fabric, and the pattern is crisp and clear.
Okay, final step. Did it work? Paimon doesn't see it.
Oh, that color isn't showing up. Oh, the dyeing has failed. No, your technique was flawless. You did everything exactly as instructed.
Then what went wrong?
It could be the weaving technique, or maybe...
Sorry, Paimon wishes we could do more to...
I am the one who should be apologizing. I will, of course, honor my commitment to compensate you for your trouble, but I do hope you won't give up on this task.
Don't worry, we're not quitters. Paimon does have a question, though. This whole you said yourself you're all about change and reform. Well, this seems like a pretty...
I think you perhaps misunderstood my philosophy, but that's okay. I can answer your question, but...
Oh, sure.
Now,
Whoa, that graffiti!
in all the years since the founding of our... It is true that I seek to bring new life to this ancient tribe through change and reform. The foremost of these,
Oh, that makes sense.
since the very beginnings. So, whatever it takes.
You're completely right. Paimon...
It's quite all right. Then let us hope.
Light it up!
Huh? What are the Fatui do? That's a little concerning. Let's go over there and see what they're... Also, how did they get this close to a tribal settlement? Huh. All the Fatui left in Natlan are probably the captain's subordinates. That basically... Still, once a Fatus, always a Fatus. Something seems... Ahem! What are you guys doing here?
Following orders.
Hey, what's with the attitude? Can the Fatui even work for...
This is Grudok. I hired him to be my bodyguard in Natlan. As you can see, he's not... My original plan was to hire someone from the local tribes. I was told they were capable fighters and had the time to spare, so they fit the bill.
So that's what happened.
Precisely! Montluçon, at your service. I work in the publication business.
Oh, you know us?
A golden-haired traveler with a floating... Your exploits in Fontaine have all the makings of a best-selling series.
Wow, we're really famous at this point, Trap.
It's truly my lucky day. I know this is
So, you chased us all the way...
You'll be generously rewarded.
Well, at least he got straight to the point. Should we hear what he... All right, we'll...
You know the great shaman Citlali, right? I need her help with...
Yeah, the chances of her helping a random stranger just because we asked. Yeah, Citlali...
I heard about that from other members of her tribe. But if you manage it, I'll even double your...
Oh yeah, we should definitely get to the bottom of that first.
It's kind of a long story, and there's tribal history involved, so you should hear it from an expert. Alie, if you could.
Of course. I don't often have an eager audience for this kind of thing. Nice to meet you. The name's Alie. I'm a researcher from the Font. Unlike most researchers, I have a keen interest in ancient ruins. That's why I was invited. Have you heard of the legend of the great shaman Huitziline? Yes. According to local records, she was a color mystic who lived over 2 out of all of her exploits. Her most celebrated. According to legend, the battle was triggered by an abyss invasion, one of the most brutal in Natlan's history. Amazingly, Natlan was able to turn the tide despite being at an extreme disadvantage. The color was extraordinary, illusory in appearance while and trap all the enemies inside. This allowed her allies to launch a counter.
Anyway, that's the gist of it. We don't want to take up too much of your time. That story is the reason I came to Natlan. I often publish books about... When I heard this story for the first time, I wanted to include... Historical records about Natlan aren't very detailed. We haven't been able to determine... Even within the Masters of the Nightwind, people dispute the legitimacy of the story. If that were the case, the story...
But if you're just including it in a story...
Well, you see, the slogan for the collection is Restoring the Truth of History. That's why I'm here. The Masters of the Nightwind are said to have a tradition of record, but I was refused access to the obsidian altar. Application after application, and all I received were...
According to my research, their scrolls are considered sacred relics in addition to historical records. Not to mention, the scrolls we did get to review actually...
We've been over this, Alier. There's no need to waste time on those...
Citlali, you mean?
Exactly. You're well aware, I'm sure, that Citlali has been alive for more than 200... If she agrees to be my consultant, then no...
Oh, that's what you want.
So, what do you say? I'll quad...
Well, it's not that we don't want to help you. Oh, right. The duty the chief gave us has a lot to... Who knows? The Battle of Seven Colors might lead... All right, we'll help you convince Citlali.
Of course. So, this is where the great shaman lives.
For someone like Citlali, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Is this graffiti her work too? I wonder if it's a cultural practice. If I could just copy it.
We're here for a reason, Alier. As agreed, you two can do the talking.
Okay, we'll go knock on the door. Citlali? Are you there? We need your help with something! Oh, no response. Maybe she's not home. Oh, Granny Citlalí? Are you home?
Hey, kid! If you're here to challenge me, book an appointment first. Traveler!
Looks like we came at a bad time. Well, at least we didn't get turned away. Huh. So this is where Citlali lives.
I, didn't have time to fully clean up the place. Complain if you want. Menial housework means nothing to a great shaman like myself. Besides, in light novels, people who keep everything neat and tight. Also, I'm not a hermit. I'm just,
She sure does care a lot about what we...
Oh, and that spell I used to transfer my senses to you? It's my duty as a great shaman to check them.
Oh, you mean when we could hear your thoughts? Nope.
Then why do I hear the traveler's thoughts in my...
What?
I can still hear you, you know. Don't bother. I'll find a way to fix it. First, it was just a simple spell. I use it on you, and now it's on the fritz. Forget it. Just tell me why you're here.
Well, someone asked us to ask you to be their...
So they asked the hero of Natlan to put in a good word? Sounds like
The pay is really good.
Doesn't matter. I'm busy.
She sure doesn't look busy. Paimon knew this wouldn't get us in...
From you?
Yeah, we were given a sacred duty to help your tribe weave a special scroll.
Huh? So, you're...
We were surprised too. After all, we have no idea how to weave a scroll but with Chef Biram's help, we still haven't succeeded. But we learned that the key to weaving. The historical event those men want to ask about also involves color. She's giving us that face again.
I can't decide whether this twist is completely out of the blue or if it was foreshadowed.
Does that mean you won't help?
I need to think about it.
Then there's still hope.
Hey, what's the holdup? Just give us an answer already.
You agreed to let us Citlali!
Stand down, Grudok. As your employer, if I tell you to wait, then you wait.
Understood.
You're the great shaman who's been alive for centuries? But you're so...
You're lucky you didn't force Citlali.
Well, since you're here, how about a discussion?
Do you have any idea who I am? Did you think Granny Eatsley would be fooled by your... I have no intention of speaking to you. Your recent hire... Pull a trick like that again, and I'll make your lives a living horror novel. Except...
Whoa.
Traveler, we have a discussion to finish.
You live up to your name, Granny Itztli. I apologize for the offense. I'm just surprised the Battle of Seven Colors didn't pique your interest.
You're investigating the Battle of Seven Colors?
Ah, the Traveler didn't get to that part? Yes, I thought the Traveler could help me convince you. But, if I'm not... I heard that the great shaman Huitzilin was a friend of yours. If I can resolve the controversy and prove the battle took place, I'll include it in my next collect. With your support, your friend's heroic deeds will once again be known throughout the land. Inspiring, don't you think?
If this is really about that duty, then... fine. I'll help you.
I'm honored.
Save it. I agreed to help the Traveler, not you.
Well, at least she agreed to help.
Who are you calling heartless?
Not a problem. I always... So, did you directly experience any events of the battle? Do you have any idea where it...
Talk at me, why don't you? Fine. No, no, and no. I did live during the same era as her, but that doesn't mean we experienced the same events. I've lived You decide the angle of your investigation, and I'll provide answers.
All right. Even if you didn't witness the battle yourself, you still lived through that Alier. You had an idea about where to start, yes?
Oh, well, my plan was to consult the members of the tribe in charge of recording history.
Then, let's start there. Traveler, what do you say to officially working together?
You don't seem super invested in this whole thing, Citlali.
The Battle of Seven Colors is something I've only ever heard about.
But how?
I wasn't there when it took place, and she never told me about it.
But Montluçon said the two of you were close friends.
Close friends? More like arch rivals. Something Montluçon would know if he actually did his research. Did you see the graffiti outside my house? That's not my doing. All students from Huitziline's School of Shamanism must pass an extremely difficult... Those graffiti drawings are how they... Of course, none of them ever succeeded. So, after Huitziline's death, her students had no choice but to modify the requirement. As my rival, Huitziline only had one achievement that surpassed my own. And that was the... It makes perfect sense that she kept it from me. I'm a fast learner. Telling me about the...
Oh, that makes sense.
Anyway, all of that is secondary. Like I said, I'm only here to help you fulfill your duty. Don't misunderstand. This duty is important for my tribe, too. But... Excuse you? I fail to see what housekeeping has to do with my duty as a Why is it that you're the one whose thoughts are exposed, but I'm still the one...
Excuse me, Great Shaman, but we have a situation over here.